month it has been. Hello, my lovely butterfly. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to Butterfly Dreams. And today I decided to do a stay home and makeup with me. This is the first time in the whole quarantine sesh that I will be applying makeup. I felt like I needed like a pick me up. I haven't really been feeling up for wearing any makeup, but I just felt like doing it. So I'm just gonna do a very basic, as basic as I can get. I feel like I need some love. All right, so let's chat a little bit. How are all of you doing? Like, oh my gosh, this has been wild. Like, I don't even know the exact words because it's just been so crazy. Like around March 16th, my kids' school closed here in New Jersey, and I feel rusty, so bear with me. They closed and you know, decided to force us to do this whole online learning thing, and honestly I'm hating every minute of it. I think it's just so unfair and ridiculous that they're expecting, you know, in the middle of a pandemic, they're expecting parents to be glued to these devices and worrying about all that stuff, when right now honestly I'm worried if I'm going to be able to get my basic necessities, if, you know, we're gonna make it through. Like, how are we gonna survive for the next few months, you know, all that sort of stuff. And prior to, you know, this all getting really fast, I had received a letter from my landlord that they weren't gonna renew my lease, and my lease is up April 30th. So it really made me feel so much anxiety and just uncertainty. But I did speak to her, and she, you know, right now due to the whole situation, she understands that there's not much we can do, and she's very understanding, and I appreciate that, because she told me that I can move whenever I'm ready. And so that was one less thing to worry about. But the idea of moving again honestly makes me feel very stressed. But anyways, getting back to the whole online learning, thankfully my two older daughters are old enough where they can be independent, but my son, you know, he has a different style of learning, and I don't feel that this is a style of learning that's equitable for every single family or child. Even, you know, we live in a small apartment, so oftentimes when they're doing their classes, it just, the noise and they're being distracted. Like, I don't know how effective this is, to be honest. He has like 3 classes a day, and he's only a kindergartner, and I keep getting notifications about this and that, and I'm just like, listen, like, give me a minute. Like, I'm trying to figure out my life right now, and this is the last thing I need. I mean, I understand that educators are under pressure, and like, I always respect educators, I respect my kids' teachers, but right now this is the last thing on my mind, really. Like, it is. Like, you know, I read this meme that said every student is going to be behind, so why are we so concerned about kids falling behind? Like, this is just what's going to happen. It's an unprecedented event in our lifetime, so, you know, we just need to flow with it. Like, we can't just expect that this is business as usual, because it really isn't. I don't know, I'm very kind of disillusioned, I guess, with the way that the schools are handling this, and how they're basically forcing this upon families. And, you know, like, we don't know if families have correct bandwidth of internet. Like, imagine 60 kindergartners in a Zoom conference. It's every single conference, it's like, okay, put yourself on mute, and some kids don't have their parents there because they're probably working, and it's just like, it's a mess. And I honestly am very impatient, and it's just, to me, it's like a waste of time. And so they're taking attendance and whatnot, and I'm just like, I'll be damned if my kids doesn't pass kindergarten. I'm not feeling the whole And a lot of moms that I've spoken to are feeling the same. Like they're feeling so much pressure. Like every day you have to figure out what they're gonna eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you know, they're eating more than usual. They're always in the fridge, and it's just so many factors to worry about right now that I'm not really worried about his education. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm really not. So that's that. I'm doing a lot of talking, but not a lot of makeup, right? So what I did apply was this MAC Prolonged Wear Concealer, which I love, and I'm in the color NW20, and I just used that to brighten my under eye. I was diagnosed with anemia about 2 months ago, which I already kind of knew that I had because I had all the symptoms. I just never was properly diagnosed. And also my vitamin D was very, very low, which is very normal for me. So this is probably why I'm so pale, is the fact that, you know, I have anemia. It was causing me to feel very lethargic, very tired, very extremely exhausted, like just a level of exhaustion that I cannot even begin to explain. And I just had my moon, so I'm also feeling very weak from that, very tired, but here we are. I decided to just give myself a little pick-me-up. I've also been doing some beauty treatments. I figured, you know, I hadn't been giving myself a lot of TLC lately, so I decided to start doing rice water for hair growth. Now my hair is pretty long. Like I had at one point completely shaved it all off. And so right now this is how long it is, but it's like basically to like where my bra strap goes if I let it loose on my back. I've never had long hair. Like I usually cut it. I've always had like medium length or short hair. This is the first time I'm having long hair, and it's a lot of work because you have to like use more product, you have to tame it and all that stuff. Like this is my natural curl pattern. It's not straight. It's kind of, it tends to be a little frizzy, although I've done the rice treatment twice already, and I've honestly feel like it's made my hair very shiny. And so let me know if you want to know about the rice treatment. There's so many videos on YouTube that they can be very overwhelming and kind of like confusing about how to do it or whatever. I just decided to just use one technique that I saw, and I'm gonna see how it goes with that. But basically what I'm doing is fermenting the rice just by putting it in some water and in a glass jar, and then using that water after like a day or two to put all over my hair. So far I have sensed the funky smell from it. I honestly think it smells like Cheetos. I've never heard anyone really describing what it smells like because a lot of people just say it's a pungent smell or it smells nasty. To me, it's not as bad because I like to clarify my hair with apple cider vinegar, and to me that smells a little bit stronger. So I don't know, maybe I'm just used to that sort of smell. But remember, when you ferment anything, it's gonna have, like vinegar, it's gonna have some sort of pungent smell. The whole rice water thing, from what I was reading and seeing on YouTube, basically it helps with hair growth because of all these extra things. Has a bunch of amino acids, yada yada yada. You can look up those videos, there's a ton of them. And so it helps your hair grow. But what I was really intrigued about was the fact that it says it can help treat dandruff. And I've had seborrheic dermatitis, which is just like bigger flakes of dandruff, for a long time, and I've tried shampoos and I've tried all sorts of things, prescribed and not, and it just hasn't been helping at all. Like it helps at the moment, but as soon as I stop using them, it just starts all over again, and it's very frustrating. It's also very, like, it makes me feel self-conscious because I always have like a bunch of flakes all over my clothes, especially if it's dark. I was like, if this helps me, because I had done coconut oil, I have done castor oil, I have done olive oil, I have done the apple cider vinegar, also is said to like help you with dandruff, but I just haven't found anything that really helps me just dramatically reduce it, if not eliminate it. Like I would love that. I figured it was a win-win. I'm home anyways, so I can do all sorts of beauty treatments and really care for myself a little more, since I feel like I had to really let myself go for a while. I have noticed that I'm aging, so that's kind of startling, but it's a part of life. And right now, I guess instead of being so vain, I'm barely just focused on feeling healthy, because what good is like looking good if you don't feel good inside, you know? So that's something that's been going through my mind too. But I can tell that I'm aging. Like, my skin is not the same. The elasticity, the collagen, it's just like I feel like I'm losing a lot of it. But I'm approaching 40, so I mean, I guess that's just how it goes, right? Oh, and also the rice water. So I think a lot of people learned this rice water technique from the Yao women of China. They have the longest and darkest hair, and they're women of all ages. And so they say that the rice water helps maintain the melanin in your hair, so you also will not get grays as quickly. So I was like, okay, I don't have that many grays. Even though I'm approaching 40, I don't have that many grays compared to like my peers and my friends. I'm doing that rice treatment, and I want to see like after like a couple weeks. So I'm thinking of doing it like once or twice a week. I want to see like if there's any real improvement or length within a month's time. I also did for myself a mask out of strawberries and honey, and it was so good for my skin. So first I exfoliated it with coffee grinds that I had left over from my coffee, and then I used some strawberries that were about to go bad, so I decided to use them and put like honey. I don't remember what else I put. I think I put something else, but I don't remember. I think I put a little bit of turmeric, and I put it all over my face. Honestly, it helped me like keep hydrated for a long time. And I'm usually very dry all over my face, but I felt like my skin has been more supple and a lot less drier than it usually is after that treatment. So I'm just trying to work with what I have, and that's what I've been doing. So what else? I did that. I did the beauty treatment. I also bought myself a faja, aka a waist trainer, and I wanted to start doing that before I started my moon, but once I started my moon, I stopped because I don't want to restrain that part of my natural body process. I don't really recommend it for everyone. I mean, look into it, like do your homework and see how you feel about it. I was like, another thing, like I'm home, like I might as well just put it on, because I do feel like I'm making more trips to the fridge and I'm eating a lot of junk, maybe out of anxiety or whatever. It's like I need something to kind of keep me in line, and the fact that that's so tight, it kind of doesn't allow you to eat so much. Hi Nova. You had a good nap? Okie dokie. So where was I? Yeah, so the fact that I was wearing my faja, it just really helps me just not overeat. So I also have that. I've been trying to exercise, but I've been doing more of like dancing, is where like that I actually enjoy, instead of something like rigid and but I'm feeling very creative at all. I haven't been able to really craft, and I guess because I've been more, my kids are here, so it's like I don't really have the space and time to do that. But I feel like I'm gonna get into my craft room and like do a couple of things here and there. I also have an Etsy shop. I'm not sure if you know, but I will link that in the description box. And I have a couple of things posted. I'm hoping to get more things posted this week in my shop, but I have been getting sales, and thank you if you have purchased anything from me. I greatly appreciate it. Like, it just means so much to me. I never thought anyone would care to buy anything from me. Always the self-doubt kicks in. Okay, so what did I use right now? I used this Kevyn Aucoin Skin Illuminating Foundation all over, just a little bit. So I used that, and then I used my Laura Mercier translucent powder everywhere. I love this powder. I had originally purchased a smaller version of this, and this is very pricey though, it is, but it's so worth it. Like, I've tried so many different types of powders. I was a makeup geek for a long time, and there's nothing that compares to this powder. For me, what I love about it is that it's hydrating. it's not so super matte. Like it gives you hydration. Like if you even try a sample in the store, try it on the back of your palm and you're gonna see that it's so hydrating. And that's why I love this thing. So I did go and eventually bite the bullet and buy the full size version, but honestly this is gonna last me for a very long time. So then I put this, I brushed my brows with this, oh, I don't even know what this is, but this is from Lime Crime. I found it at Marshall's and it's a dirty blonde, just like little eyebrow groomer thing. I'm not really doing much for my brows. Like this is my brows, like you can even see like I haven't even groomed them or anything, but I'm fine with that. So then I also put my MAC blush, my favorite powder blush, and this is the Ultraviolet. I love this blush. It just, I never realized how much purple can be so complementary to so many different skin tones. I love it. And then I always put my Full of Joy on top, and this is from MAC. Everything is dusty because I haven't even been like, you know, dabbling in this. I feel like right now blush is life because I've been so pale and so I'm probably gonna try to mix it with something else. Maybe this Tea Rose powder by Milani, just to give me some life here. Yeah. And then I am going to use this Ulta matte bronzer. I don't know, it doesn't have a name, but it looks like this. I'm gonna use that to give some life to me. I've been binging a lot on Netflix. Like I've been seeing so many, like I finally did watch Tiger King and the whole time I'm like, WTF, like what is this? But like I couldn't look away type thing. A very interesting story indeed. I just wanted to see what the hype was about, but yeah, it was really weird. Another series that I binged on was Orthodox. I really liked it a lot. I really did. That was one of my favorites that I've seen so far. I've been watching K-dramas with my daughter. We finished Hollow Love. That was really cool. I really like K-dramas, but especially when they have them translated into like English, because when they don't, I have to like really pay attention to the captions, and that could be annoying. K-dramas are really cool. I like them. Thanks to my daughter, I started watching them. Also, I've been watching a lot of movies from Spain. I love Spanish movies. Like I love hearing them in the original version, in the original audio, and I've learned so many like random Spanish words that, you know, I don't usually say in my lingo. Their movies are really, really good. I like them. They're different from what we see here in the States. Like the plots are so much more different. Like a lot of variety for sure. It's a lot of Netflix binging, definitely, and I don't feel bad about it. I honestly feel like I needed like a time to just do nothing, honestly, because I was in that go all the time, that I just feel like I needed this. And I needed to really ground myself and focus on, you know, what's been happening these past couple of years, what's happening, what's gonna happen from now on, like where do I want my life to go, all that sort of thing. It's been a very profound time for sure. I sense like we're all in our cocoons right now, in our chrysalis, just ready to become butterflies, perhaps. I don't know what I just applied right now. It's IBY Beauty Lush eyeshadow, and it was like something my sister got in like an Ipsy bag, and she gave it to me because she doesn't really use eyeshadow. So I don't either, but for the sake of glamming up a little bit, I found this really cool pencil. It's from Starlit Studio. I found it at Target, and I really like it because it really allows me to make a nice line. Like, it's felt tip, but it's sturdy. I think it's just right. And it's interesting because I can either make it really, really dark, or I can make it light. So I like the versatility of it. Also, I recently found a bunch of, well, before everything hit the fan, I had found like a couple of Revlon products at Dollar Tree, and they're actually really cool. I do like them. I found, which is what I wanted to wear right now. I may put it on top, but I found these two. I really like them. A couple years ago, I had found something similar to this one at Sephora, and then it was discontinued, and I was really sad. So then I purchased this hoping that it would like be similar to that one, and it was. And then I was like hoping to go back and get more, but I haven't been to Dollar Tree. I really haven't been out at all, like except for groceries, and even then I feel apprehensive even when I do groceries. I feel really stressed when I'm there. Like, I don't even want to be there, especially because people are not following the guidelines, and they're just like not practicing social distancing and all that. And it just really annoys me that people are not taking this seriously, because this is very serious. What I like about this liner too, it gives you room for error. So if you do kind of mess up your wing or whatever, you can take either like one of these liner brushes or something and just kind of fix it and sharpen it. And it's fine. I've learned to just let my liner be instead of trying to be like super perfect about it. I feel like and I've also noticed that I have two different eye shapes. Like, this one's a little bit more closed and hooded than this one, and so I also have to line them differently and they're angled differently. I don't know, I just noticed that because I used to struggle so much to try to get them to be perfectly symmetrical until I realized it's just not happening. I am a little sad that spring came around, or spring started, and I'm stuck at home because spring is my favorite season, and I take that time to go to the city a lot because I love to spend time in New York City in the summers and the spring. It's like the best time to be there. And so I feel like that's a little heartbreaking for me right now, because I just love to be there. And I'm gonna apply the other one called Metallic, and it's my Maybelline. I found this at Dollar Tree. I need to look into my mirror as I do this. So I've been eating horrible. Like, my habits have been really bad. But every day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna try and make myself a smoothie. And it just doesn't happen. Is anybody else struggling with like eating right? I don't know. If you have any tips for us, leave them in the comments, because it's been really hard for me to really stick to healthy eating. I wish I had that sort of discipline, but I just really don't. I do understand that for me, food is comfort, and I just eat like when I'm anxious. but I really want to lose weight. I really do. I think we're almost there. I love applying like a lighter color on my waterline, and this is a lavender color by NYX Cosmetics. I really love this one. I don't even know if I want to apply mascara. Maybe I should, right? I have this blue mascara that I got also from Dollar Tree a while ago. Let's try that. Not really going anywhere. This is purely for entertainment right now. My eyes are getting big? Yeah, that's because of the white liner. I don't look so chinita, right? I don't know if you can see the blue. Oh, another Netflix series that I really enjoyed is one called Siempre Bruja, Always Witch. The original audio is also in Spanish. I really liked it. It's based in Colombia, and I really enjoyed that one too. I love series that have to do with sorcery and magic and all that sort of stuff. Really draws me in. Oh, and La Casa de las Flores is coming up April 23rd. I think I'm gonna put some, if you're interested, if any of you are interested, I'm gonna make some stickers. I already made the stickers, like I have them designed. So yeah. Well, I think this is my final look. Oh wait, we're forgetting the lips. I might just put this Mirabella Color Luxe in Wink. And it's just like a gloss. I don't really like it that much because it's a little grainy. But it's a beautiful color for sure. Oh wait, I'm forgetting highlight. How dare I? I'm gonna use the Anastasia palette, and Moonchild is my favorite palette.
I like that.
And my favorite color is this pink heart. As you can see, I already hit pan. I kind of like to mix them all around too. Just to get all sorts of shimmers in my life. There we go. So I have nowhere to go. Probably gonna stroll through my kitchen for a bit, and then I don't know, if I'm feeling up for it, I'll just take a walk through my craft room, maybe hang out there for a little bit. But this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, fly free. Bye.